verdict weighs heavy on the hearts of some who say Rittenhouse's actions tarnish the purpose of the initial protests. Others say today's decision was a just one.
Fox Antonio's Robin Oginye brings us both sides.
Kenosha, Wisconsin resident Adan Herrera remembers the night Kyle Rittenhouse shot and killed 2 people in his hometown. He had been protesting the shooting of Jacob Blake by police officers for days leading up to the night of unrest.
That night was the only night that was extremely different. Reason being, every night we didn't see anybody with any type of firearms. We didn't really have any type of conflict with anybody like that. But on that night, there was dozens of people that showed up right around that curfew time.
Fast forward 15 months later to Rittenhouse's trial, where the 18-year-old is found not guilty. St. Mary's University law professor Bill Piet says the outcome is in line with what the Constitution is meant to uphold.
The Constitution doesn't say whether Kyle exercised good judgment or whether he probably was guilty. What resulted is the state was not able to prove to the satisfaction of the jurors beyond a reasonable doubt that he was guilty of the crimes.
Luckily, he was armed. Otherwise, we've seen what had happened to people that weren't armed, especially even here in Austin.
Brandon Burkhart is the president of This Is Texas Freedom Force, a group that prides themselves on being armed while protecting Texas landmarks. During the height of the protests last summer, the group stood their ground at the Alamo, deterring those they say would cause harm to the building. He says Rittenhouse's intent to protect property in Kenosha was justified.
Having private, law-abiding citizens come out to protect the properties of innocent business owners, landowners, etc., was a necessary need.
Piet says no matter what your opinion on a case may be, it's important to remember the public only sees bits and pieces of the trial.
It's important to remember that the only people who have heard all of the evidence in this lengthy proceeding and then participated in the deliberations are the jurors. So they're the only ones who could tell us exactly why they reached that determination.
As for the city of Kenosha, some are trying to picture the future of a city forever changed on August 26, 2020.
I don't think that the society of Kenosha is ever going to be the same.
She was a great human being.
Sweet, feisty, loud. She was known.
Once we find her, we're gonna feel relief because at least we have, closure.
It's been over 2 years and we're still searching for her God. We know.
A prayer of hope. It's what Cecilia Gallegos' sisters Margie and Maria Lopez have held to since Cecilia went missing in July 2019.
We've been waiting for 2 long years, and we thought we were never going to get justice.
Cecilia's husband, Reyes Gallegos, was indicted yesterday for her murder. He was arrested in August and had previously been arrested 2 years ago for making a false police report in Cecilia's disappearance.
It doesn't matter what he gets, what time he serves. It's not going to bring my sister back.
Surveillance footage from inside the home showed the mother of 4 walking into the bedroom she shared with Reyes, but she never walked out. This is Cecilia's missing persons flyer. Her family says after more than 2 years, they're ready to know where she is. Today, Cecilia's sisters were surrounded by supporters, leaving mementos where she was last seen. Some here are spreading the message about domestic violence's dangers.
I hope San Antonianos will hear that they have a role to play, that they can be a part of the solution.
Others say they will never stop looking for Cecilia.
We're definitely here to support her.
For Paula Martinez, supporting the family is personal. Her mom, Pauline Diaz, went missing in 2010 after finishing her shift at HEB.
There are just no words, in any dictionary to describe what it is to lose a loved one.
A super parade for a super kid.
She's got an awesome testimony to share.
As the community comes together for Romeo Aguilar, his mom stands back and takes it all in.
It's amazing. It is.
It's a showing of support she never expected. On October 24th, Romeo and his family were heading to a picnic after stopping by a relative's house for a bathroom break. Romeo's mom, Rosella, heard gunshots. Romeo shot in the back. The bullet pierced his spine.
It's not fair to him. He didn't deserve it. My baby's still alive, thank you, Jesus.
Doctors didn't think he'd ever walk again. But today, at his Spider-Man themed welcome home parade at Comanche Park, Romeo ran with friends, even went down the slide. Now, Romeo doesn't have any superhero powers.
Being told he's never gonna be to walk, you know what I mean, and that he's doing like the odds.
But if he did, it'd be ultimate invincibility.
That he's even walking is a miracle.
For now, it's one step at a time for Romeo and for police. Even though it's been almost a month after the shooting happened, Romeo's family is still looking for answers as to who fired the shots at the Southeast location and why.
What if it was their child going through this? You know, if you know something, like, turn it in.
And San Antonio police tell us the case is being investigated. They ask anyone with information to report it. You can do so anonymously by calling the number on your screen. It's 210-224-STOP.